And we are live on a fantastic Friday in the capital city. God, that song just gives me the chills. I've heard it thousands of times, but man, pregame is just ridiculous, off the charts. Best pregame in college football, boys. Yes, sir. Hi, it's Jamison Daigle of the Jamison Daigle Show. Glad to be with you on a beautiful Friday afternoon in the capital city of Baton Rouge as we prepare for tomorrow's big time. Can't stress how big this game is for LSU. Massive. A good old school, hard-hitting, slobber-knocking rivalry that's been going on for years and years. And we can't wait. We cannot wait till this one gets started. It's going to be I've previewed it all week, and I think that LSU has a few more edges, particularly on the defensive end. I think that the key in a game like this is management of the crowd, management of your emotions, particularly in Danny Etling his situation. First road game, hostile environment, SEC. Really, in my opinion, it's a make or break type season for LSU. That's my opinion. I've said this to many people over and over. This is the game, guys. LSU can't hit 2-2 with the road they have coming up. Can't do it, guys. It's just, that's all. If they want a decent season, they can't do it. If they do this, then, bottom line is it'd be a difficult road for them. There's no doubt about it. Again, you're listening to the Jamison Daigle Show, the weekly 5-day podcast that I'm currently doing right now. But we talk about college football. We're going to talk about some games, some spread picks, different things like that. We're going to different situations like that. I'm also going to compare in my Sounds of Sonsa Lombardi, Vince Lombardi against Bill Belichick. Last night, when I was looking at that game, I saw so many things that would consider Bill Belichick the best coach in the history of NFL. I'm going to compare those statistics, and we're going to do that and take a look at it, and I'm going to give my reasons for it, and you're going to see that as well. That's pretty much going to be what my Sounds of Sanson are on today. But of course, this is naturally Fantasy Friday. I'm going to give you all of your up-to-date statistics, my sit or stardom, my fantasy stars of the coming week, and what to expect in fantasy, and who's would be something where you start an optimum lineup. That's what we're bringing to you today. The Jamison Daigle Show is going to bring you all up-to-date statistics. We're going to bring you all fantastic information for you to know going into this weekend. I'm also going to get this first edition of my Pick 6. Yes, Pick 6. No, we're not talking about interception return for a touchdown. No, our Pick 6 of the Jamison Daigle Show is your against the spread picks to make you a little money, make you some change. That's what we love doing. That's what we do here at the Jamison Daigle Show. We want to give you all against the spread picks. We want to give you that fun stuff. That's what this Friday is about. It's Fun Friday, Fantasy Football Friday. Your Pick 6, we have it for you. So we're going to get to that in a minute. But let me start off with my Sound of Sanson. It's going to be talking about Bill Belichick. Okay, look, guys. I've never been a Bill Belichick guy. I just haven't liked him. Not because he wins, just because I don't like his demeanor. To me, he comes off as being stuck up and arrogant. And does he earn it, or does he have the right to do it by his success? Absolutely. I've just never liked him. But when you look at what he has done over the amount of time he has done it for this organization, it's truly amazing. Truly, truly amazing. The fact that he's sustained, and that's the key to success, in my opinion, is sustaining that over a long period of time. You have not seen anything like this, and I believe you never will see anything like what the Patriots have done over time. Look, I'm a Saints fan, so I get excited over one NFL championship, one Super Bowl championship. If you're a Patriot, you're like, yeah, been there, done that. So it pains me to sit there and talk about the Patriots, but guys, it is what it is. This organization, this football coach, that team, and the reason they do it the way they do it, guys, is because it's a systematic approach. A systematic approach from the top of the line on the business decisions to the coaching to the players, and then player management, player scouting, the draft. Every single thing Bill Belichick has built is built through the draft and built through players that fits his system. If you look, Tom Brady, it's like year after year, he has a new receiving core. Entire new receiving core. Again, it's systematic stuff. They have the big running backs. I mean, I remember years back they had Corey Dillon. Now they got LeGarrette Blount. They had Kevin Falk for many, many years. They have that big back, that shifty back, that multi-purpose back that Belichick likes to use. They use slot receiver. They're like slot receiver extraordinaire. Going back to Wes Welker, Deion Branch. Now you got Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola. I mean, you go down the list, man. These guys are they're amazing. It's amazing how well they fit in this system. And these slot receivers, as I'm going to get to, guys, in my Fantasy Friday section, slot receivers are straight cash money in fantasy football. If you have a good slot receiver, you are hitting the league hard. You are hitting the league hard. I'm going to talk about some slot receivers last week that did a great job, and I think this week in their matchups are favorable as well. I'm going to get those to you, as I always do on Fantasy Friday. But as you look at the numbers, yes, they're in different areas, no question. And both of these guys are fantastic coaches. Lombardi, 75% winning percentage. 9 years at Green Bay was 89, 29, and 4. Granted that they're going to have they played 14 game seasons then, and not the 16 that the current NFL format. Vince Lombardi was only lost one time in 10 years in the playoffs, 9-1. 2 Super Bowl championships, but technically he has 5 championships, but 3 of them are NFL champions. Before the merger, that's kind of what happened. Is that he got those 3 NFL champions, and that's what the term was. Now, granted, there was it was like some conflict, and then they wanted to merge the league so they could have a true champion and that good stuff. So, but people don't know one thing that the last year he coached with the Washington Redskins. That was when Lombardi was at his worst, 58% winning percentage. Going in there, he was 82-24. That hurt his winning percentage a little bit. He was towing about 81% on the winning side. Didn't make the playoffs. Kind of exited on a bad note. But he actually won 8 consecutive playoff games. Pretty impressive. His one loss was in the 1960, his second year with Green Bay. Okay, so we're looking at the record-wise, okay? So we see Vince Lombardi at 89 and 29 and 4, and I'm not going to throw the 7 and 5 there. I'm just not going to do that. And he had 2 Super Bowl champions and 3 NFL champions. Now, when we take a look at Bill Belichick's stats, this is what initially pops up. Now, Bill Belichick, okay, in contrast, Lombardi was good at his first team and then just had a drop off that last year. Well, Belichick was just the opposite. Belichick began his career as a Cleveland Browns. Okay, first he had out of those first 5 years, and this is crazy to consider, but he had 4 losing seasons. This guy was looked at a not even average, man. You're talking about 31, 36 wins in 5 years. It's not even 7 and 9. It's not even an average. With a 1-1 playoff record. So then Belichick gets into New England first year 2000. What does he do? 5-11. So you know Robert Kraft at this point is thinking, okay, look, 6 years in the league, this guy has 1 winning season. What was I thinking? How am I going to run an organization when I can't even get the foundation of a head coach? It's amazing, guys, how things turn around. The very next year, not only did they have a winning season, not only did they make the playoffs, they won the Super Bowl. Second year. It was almost like Kraft got in his ear and said, all right, let's get it done. So this guy, Belichick, let me just throw some numbers to you, okay? He has now been with New England 17 years, okay? Out of those 17 years, you want to know how many times he has not had double-digit wins? Double-digit wins in seasons? 2. That is beyond anything you can comprehend. 15 years, folks, double-digit wins. I mean, can you imagine this state, the city of New Orleans, if we could stand up and say the black and gold out of 17 years have 15, not only years of winning seasons, but double-digit winning seasons? The state would be blown off the map. I can't even imagine every year going into it like, oh yeah, we're going to win 12 games easy. No problem. Easy peasy. Done. Proof's in the pudding, guys. And like I said, that's what we do here at the James Nagel Show. We're going to show you the proof. We're going to give you numbers. We're going to give you facts. Because look, this is the way I live. Numbers don't lie. I could sit here and tell you, Bill Belichick's the greatest coach in all time, and he's just awesome, and he's just